This was a little bit of refactor, but now what we're left with is this main function, which initializes logging, does the connect inventory, does the connector, does the kernel, process info, process modules. Look at that. These are not really used anymore in the project, and this is what we're left with. This is our main. Oh, this is done. Doesn't need to be mutable. This is it. This is our main. And we don't need this even. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Finally. This is our main. This is all it does, and then it jumps into CLI, which accepts a process, and then it does stuff for one single process. And I think this is very much more cleaner. Now, a touch which will make this much better is to allow, for instance, the connector to be changed, the target program to be changed, all that stuff. It would be cool to have, wouldn't it? So let's just add it. We will use a crate called Clap, and I will just open up memflow examples, and for instance read bench. This is how we do it in memflow, and that is to use this parse arguments thing. I will just copy this star. I will copy everything, and I will just say what it does. So we need Clap. Clap is essentially allows you to parse command line arguments better. And another thing, we need log 0.4. Here we go. So what we do here, we will use Clap, everything from Clap, and we will use log level. I'll show you why we need that in a bit. So parse arguments. What we need to parse a program name, so it will be a string. We need to parse a connector name, so it will be another string. We also need to parse connector arguments, so it will be connector arguments. This is called args because we changed it up. And we also need to know the log level, which we initialize right here. So we need right here connector args, I believe. Here we go. We get the connector args, which is, it's not connector arguments, it's connector args. And this is what we need. So then we go ahead and create this app, which we give a name. For instance, scanflow CLI. I know, very original. Then we go version author, for which we use these macros, which make it automatic. And then we do the verbose argument, which we use for logging. And then we do connector. And we need connector arguments. In addition, we have this OS and OS args, which we don't use yet because we're using version 0.1. So watch out for 0.2. So we need a program, target program. So it will be program. And it's a P, let's say. And it doesn't take a default value. And that's it. Now, what we need to do, value of program. Right, so we have the target program, we have the connector. We also need to parse connector arguments. So it will be args, okay, or this is another bit that's slightly different. It will be connector args.parse value of, let's just unwrap, because it will have a value, right? And then we don't have this, and we just have level, and that's it. Now what we need to do, we just need to do a let target con args level equals parse args. We use question mark in case it fails, and then we just go init with level to level filter, and then we just need to pass through the connector, but we also pass arguments, so it will be create connector and then pass the arguments, and finally the process info for our target. That's it. That's it. Oh, and we don't need level filter. How about that? How about that? So yeah, so we created this app, and then we also parse the log level from the number of verbose parameters passed. So you have, like, it goes all the way to trace. Now we're built, completely built. So what we have here, we just cargo run release bin scanflow CLI. It's going to build it again, actually. A release mode build. Here we go. It says could not find connector. So actually this is a bad way to go about it. Connector is required. It's required. It will give a better error message if we make it required. Here we go. The required argument is not provided. So to provide arguments, you do -- if running through cargo, and then the argument. So connector will be keymu procfs, and it didn't find the process. What's up again? Text value required true. Here we go, same thing. We then build it, we then run it, and then it's going to ask for a program. So we pass p, for instance, well, structs bin.exe, and it's not gonna work because we haven't started the program yet. But we started. Jeff, here we go. We pass that through and finds it. It doesn't indicate anything, which we could fix, but what we're gonna do now is do 64, and that is, oh, that was, oh, we didn't have progress bar. Let's fix that. So notice how we need a progress bar. So we just add a features equals progress bar. Here we go. Finally. Let's see. Here we go. I64. Here we go. We got that back, and when we do 0, 32, 5, we scan that. We got that. Let's sig, for instance, this. We get a signature. We sig this. We get a signature. Beautiful. Everything's fine. Probably a help would be cool, don't you think? Let's think about help.